got more predictions for UFC 250. We're at the co-main. It's crazy that this is the co-main. Raphael Assuncao versus Cody Garbrandt. It's kind of weird that that's co-main. I mean, you look at where they are on the rankings. Number 5 versus number 9. The fight before this, the Aljo, or the Aljamain Sterling Sandhagen fight. You know, Sterling being number 2 in the world, and I think Sandhagen's ranked 4. And I know rankings don't matter in a sense of when the fight actually starts, because in reality anyone can beat anyone in any given night. You know, like ultimately in the grand scheme, because what I do with these predictions, at the end of the day, they're only predictions. Like, I don't get it all right. I mean, I've been missing quite a bit, definitely for May, you know. So, uh, so it's just like guessing the weather, man. Um, but when you go by a ranking system, right, like the UFC does, and these guys are number 5 and number 9, right? Assuncao Garbrandt. They're lower on the list, and the UFC claims that they award people, or they claim that they award, number 1 contenders and, people who earn their spots or whatever. Both these guys are coming off of losses, if I remember. I think I haven't seen many of Assuncao's fights, but I'm pretty sure his last fight was the rematch with Marias. That's the most recent thing I remember. Most recent fight I remember. Maybe he's fought once or twice since then. Garbrandt, last fight of his was a knockout loss. So the fact that I don't know, it could be a scrambling. Just how the card was scrambled. It was either that, or maybe it's Cody's the reason why. Who knows? You know, I was just getting out what I think about, that it's like that. But ultimately, none of us really know why this fight is in the co-main. Nonetheless, I'm excited to see both these guys back, particularly Garbrandt. I just hope he's improved. You know, Garbrandt's always been good with his boxing. He's got a wrestling background, and he started training at Team Alpha Male. So he can stop a takedown. Sun Tzu's a jiu-jitsu player normally. Striking wise, the Sun Tzu tries to be very technical. He'll use the kicks. And even though Garbrandt's longer and taller, he should be using straights, but he likes throwing round. He likes throwing round punches, hooks. He loves throwing hooks. And I don't know when he started amateur boxing, but if he's been doing that ever since then, that's a deep habit. That's something that's hard to break. Probably take years to break that habit, to fight longer. Or, to fight long rather than long with straights rather than throwing rounds. If you've been doing amateur fights, throwing mostly hooks ever since you were a kid up till this point, I mean, that's all he's throwing. So the main thing is he loves to get in someone's face and just spam hooks. He can't do that against anyone at this level. He can't do that. But I'm thinking Right now, I have to be honest. I'm leaning towards Garbrandt. It's a little bit because, being honest with you, there wasn't a whole lot of footage for me to go off on for Assuncao. I just got clippets of fights that he had lost that I could look up on YouTube. I did, but from what I've seen, if Garbrandt comes in this fight patient, Assuncao is in trouble. Um, I'm gonna say it's gonna go the distance. No, I'm not even gonna say that. I changed my mind now because I just remembered Garbrandt's got serious power. I think so. Uh, Second, third round knockout, TKO. All right, that's my prediction. Um, Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Thank you for watching. Hope you leave a like, and I hope you subscribe. You see some of my older content, just as good, I think. And stick around for my final prediction. Till then, we'll see you.